we were talking about, somebody has cats, and we were talking about it one time. They were like, do you like cats? And I was like, no. I hate cats. Cats are creepy looking creatures who don't care about you whatsoever.
That's true.
I was obviously raised with dogs because I have emotional issues. But,
oh my God.
I was like, I don't like a pet who could not give a shit if I live or die. That doesn't matter to them whatsoever. Like, they don't love you. You think that they do, they don't. And
they might prefer it if you die.
Right, they probably would.
Because they have plenty of food then.
Yeah, well, that, and they finally have the place to themselves. Mm-hmm. And it's their place already anyway.
They can shit wherever they want.
They don't care. And they were like, well, my cat loves me. And I was like, really? How do you know that? And she goes, well, sometimes it'll, like, kill a mouse and then bring it to me and show it to me. And I went, you don't know that I was like, why do you think that is? And they go, well, they say, like, it's presenting your master with a trophy. And I was like, that's us thinking that that's what they're doing because we're egotistical people and we all think that that the animal kingdom revolves around us. I was like, that's bullshit. I was like, I bet you they're bringing that mouse and just going, see this thing? You're next, asshole. Okay? I'm starting small and I'm gonna, next it's gonna be a pigeon and then I'm gonna bite your jugular in your sleeve.
First of all, your friend is right. Half right. That is it's because you are the alpha. Like, they've studied cats in natural habitats where they go to the cat who is the alpha and they present it with a dead animal. Like, that is the reason. It doesn't mean they like you. It just means they recognize that you could kill them. That's all that means, is that you're clearly stronger than they are.
For now. Till I bite out your jugular.
And you're really stuck on that jugular.
Listen, it's the most vulnerable part, okay? And it's easiest for the cat to get to.
It's the most vulnerable part
of my body. I mean, side note, it's also because I wear a jock and cup everywhere I go, so it is the most vulnerable part of my body. I've made sure of it.
Speaking of putting on costumes, how was your Halloween?
It was good. I'll tell you one thing.
Mm-hmm.
The cup came in really handy. No, I'm starting the show. Welcome to the Media Lunch Break, everybody! We're bringing you your comic, geek, and movie news all the time that takes to eat a good sandwich. And, shit, I usually have one teed up for this. And now I'm lost. And, down a good hard cider. No, I had one. Oh, wait. Okay. Comic, geek, and movie news all the time it takes to eat a good sandwich and have a good, pumpkin spice latte. Because it's fall. And, my name is Chris Treble. As always, I'm joined with my co-host, Andrew Dunn. Say hello, Andrew.
Hello.
Hey, I did that all without the stupid script that you always make me.
It was very impressive.
It was very impromptu.
Seamlessly.
Oh, yeah. I'm a professional, motherfucker. How was your Halloween? What did you do?
I did mostly nothing. A friend came over, and it was an old friend. We caught up.
Yeah.
Had a couple drinks.
Yeah, I didn't do anything on the actual Halloween because, as I told you, we had gone to that orchard, which was weird because that was the one you had gone to like 2 weeks prior or something.
Yeah.
And I told you the story already, but I'll relay it on mic because whatever. But we walked there. like you park and then you walk up and you come to the pumpkin patch or whatever the hell it's called. And I just looked around and I went, this is the whitest thing I've ever done in my life. It easily just... Then we walked around for a while and it was fun and all and, you know, whatever. And then we went and they sell, like, fresh farm produce and shit like that. And so for this fun Halloween trip, right around when we were paying for the kale, I went, no, actually, this is the whitest thing I've ever done.
Buying kale from an orchard.
Buying kale from an orchard as a holiday treat. Such a Caucasian, it's unbelievable.
Meanwhile, I get cheesecake and donuts. You got some donuts, too.
I did. I got a dozen donuts. And I told you this. I got a dozen donuts because we bought them on a Saturday. And I was like, oh, we're going to record soon. And so I'll bring the donuts to the thing. It'll be nice. And then I didn't do the math of days in my head. And I was like, oh, these will be stale by the time we record. So I should just eat all of these. Like, not like, oh, these are just, I guess I'll just throw these away. Like, I'm like, no, I have to now eat a dozen donuts.
Did they make it to New York?
Some of them.
Okay.
I would say half of them.
That's impressive. I would not have.
I might be being generous to myself. I might be embellishing that story to make myself look better.
Sure.
I want it to be
You're
half
like,
of them.
there were definitely 6 left. I may have ordered 6 dozen.
I really want it to be half. I'm sure so does my cardiologist, but I can't say that with any amount of certainty. It could have been 4.
Okay.
Yeah. And then my wife was also like, why didn't you just share some of the donuts with the other people then? And it was like, we're getting a fucking divorce. What are you, an idiot? Come on, I'm not giving donuts away.
Honey.
Come on, you fucking moron.
Speaking of, has your wife... No.
Okay, so yes, as always...
I don't think we did this last episode.
We did. We haven't touched it in a couple episodes. So, I mean, then there was a slight development in it. To the point of... She said, I'm not going to listen... I'm never going to listen to the podcast.
She said that?
She was like, I don't think I'm ever going to listen to the podcast. I said, I really would like it if you listen to the podcast. She's like, I don't think I'm going to ever do that. I said, will you listen to one episode of the podcast? And she said, yes. But only if you download it for me.
Well, yeah, you discussed this last time we talked about it, that you downloaded it.
And I downloaded it for her, and she listened to, I think, 15 minutes of the episode. And again, I think I'm being generous on this. I think 15 minutes of the episode, and then promptly didn't finish it. And still has not.
Decided Gilmore Girls would be a better use of her time.
I guarantee you that's exactly what she put on. Is she put on Gilmore Girls, and probably an episode she's seen 20 times.
Yep. And
has never listened to it. And I said, how much did you listen to it? And she's like, I listened to like 10, 15 minutes. And it was like...
That's 4. That's 4.5 at best.
And then she said something like, I mean, I got the idea. That was it. That's marital bliss for you, everyone. I get the idea.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah, I get the idea.
I'm glad she does, because we're still working it out.
Yeah, we should ask her about it, because I don't fucking know.
We should bring her on. Have an interview.
That would be a disaster. That would be the shortest interview in the world, because she'd be like, you people are stupid. What are you doing? This is ridiculous.
She would not be wrong.
You are wasting your time.
Yeah.
And then she turned to me and go, this is what you spend your nights doing instead of being with me?
Just drinking and drinking.
Yeah, and then in the middle of the interview, she probably just turned on Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would too, though. That's what I usually do.
Yeah, that's true. I really like that one where the troubadour gets famous.
Yeah,
and
you've said that.
That's such a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah. The new ones are coming soon.
They are. We're worried.
Did you see the trailer for it?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
I'm worried.
Why? I'm wondering if we're worried for the same reason.
They all look like they've run off and gotten real acting skills, but I'm worried that they're not going to be an ensemble as well as they were.
It's not so much the real acting skills. I think they've run off and gotten money. Like, if you remember, Gilmore Girls this is a really weird turn this podcast has taken. If you remember, the Gilmore Girls were on the WB.
Oh, were they?
They were on the WB, not even the CW. I think the last season was on the CW. Or on UPN.
I've only seen it on Netflix.
But they were on the WB, and so they had no dollars to spend on that show.
Right.
And so like the sets and things kind of show it.
Right.
It's
Even the acting, I would say too. Like
the actors they could get on there, like as guest stars, were not like you're not having like special guest star.
I don't even mean the guest stars, just in general. The lead cast
was a little.
They're not great in it.
Yeah, they're not polished.
They're really good as ensemble actors.
Yes.
There's not a star among them.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that the two Gilmore Girls.
Even them, I couldn't see them starring in a big budget Hollywood.
I'll give you that.
You know, I don't know that it would be worth.
I don't think Scott Derrickson's gonna be starring in anything. Although he did one of the Saw movies, I guess.
Oh yeah.
So that counts.
That's true.
But it now looks like they've gone off and gotten like Netflix money, and so now all the sets are like actual places.
Yeah.
And
the color palette seems a little different.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
It's brighter.
It's actually like they look like they go to actual locations and not just Los Angeles.
Yeah, like a fake neighborhood.
Because one of the things that I kind of love about it is like even in the winter scenes, the trees have leaves. And this is in where are they at? They're in Connecticut, right?
Yeah.
I want to say New Hampshire, but that's not right.
That's Connecticut.
They're in Connecticut, and in the dead of winter, green trees. And now they have like money, so now there's like no leaves on the tree or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's the thing that it works. It doesn't have the same feel as the other shows.
Definitely.
Cool. That was a weird intro. So.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I think that works perfectly fine. You want to get to the news?
Yeah, let's
I
get
got
to
a bunch
the
of
news.
news. Do you have? I have a bunch of news.
Great.
But I don't know how much.
I don't think I have it.
Excellent. Then it's just going to be me. All right. So, let's see. What do we? Oh, all right. Well, I got a little bit of both. So as always, I have Marvel news. I have DC news. The choice is yours. Which would you like to start with?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not my choice.
I am always giving you a choice. The choice is always yours. It is always up to you. What do you want to start with? We can do either one. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I did my due diligence for this show. I looked up a bunch of news, some with DC, some with Marvel, and all you have to do is choose one. There's no wrong choice in this.
You know how I can tell you're lying?
How?
Because you have not stopped talking for the past 10 minutes.
Yeah. I'm not lying. But go ahead. Okay. Fine. I'm going to stop talking. Go ahead. You choose. It's your choice. I'll stop talking. I'm going to stop talking right now. You choose. It's your choice. It's no problem. It's fine.
I'm going to cut all of this out.
Whatever you want. Just do whatever. I'm going to keep talking so much you can't cut it out. It's going to be impossible to have a good cut. I'm going to just keep talking.
I'm just going to loop it so there's like 4 of you at once.
Yes, I hope so.
Marvel.
Wait, sorry, I wasn't ready. Sorry, I wasn't prepared at all. I was not prepared at all. Sorry, can you give it? Give me. I just noted. Give it to me one more time. All right, ready? All right, here we go. Ready?
DC Comics.
Too bad. I want to talk about the Incredibles.
That was not worth that joke.
It very rarely is, or ever will be. So the Incredibles 2.
Yeah.
It's been announced. I mean, that's old news. That's not the news story.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been announced.
I thought you were going to say it's been announced that X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. So it was announced. They had a release date for it. The release date was June 21st, 2019. That is now switched with Toy Story 4.
Okay.
And so the new release date
December
is now...
2016. December 2016. Come on.
Nope,
Come
sorry.
on.
But it is sooner.
November 2016.
Nope.
Sooner than...
Okay. No, you're not understanding. When I say sooner, you're not letting me finish here, bud. All right?
Okay, sorry. Okay.
It's June 15th, 2018. So it's pushed up by an entire year and a couple of days. Yeah. So they basically what they did is they swapped Toy Story 4 with Incredible Stories. Swapped Toy Story 4 with Incredibles 2. So Toy Story now is June 2019. Incredibles 2.
Are you having a stroke?
I might be. I'm not sure. Which would you rather see? Another Toy Story or another Incredibles?
I mean, another Incredibles.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen the third Toy Story yet. I'm told it's the best one. It has not been ruined for me, so I need to do that pretty quick.
Will make you cry.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Like, I didn't think... I went into that movie going...
That might be the main reason I haven't seen it yet.
I mean, Pixar is great, and
Yeah.
a lot of Pixar can make me cry. Like Inside Out just makes me bawl.
Yeah.
Big, dumb
Up.
tears. Up is another one.
Yeah.
The beginning of Up makes everyone cry unless you're dead.
Unless you're Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. And even then.
Yeah.
So I did go into Toy Story 3 thinking it's another Toy Story. It's a sequel.
Yeah.
So this will be a fun romp, but I'm not expecting much out of this. And the end of it.
Silly boy.
Yeah. There's of course that whatever Pixar moment they choose where you just go, son of a bitch.
Well, I've had a good run.
Yeah. I was a man for a while, and now I'm not. But yeah, as much as I love... I actually don't want a Toy Story 4. I think because I love Toy Story 3 so much.
Hey.
It rounds it out so well.
They've only gotten better. 1, 2, 3.
They have... Although I have not seen 2. Did you see 2?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
If I'm honest,
Yeah.
I think it's worse than the first one.
Yeah.
The general consensus is that it's better than the first one.
Really?
Yep.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
All right. But Incredibles 2, I'm over the moon about.
Yes.
And if we get it a year sooner, even better.
Yep.
Like, that movie is fantastic.
Yep. Underrated.
Highly underrated.
It's the most forgotten, I would say, of Pixar's movies.
Yeah, I think it is. And also, I think it holds a place that it doesn't get enough credit. I think I would credit it with kind of kickstarting the cinematic
The
atmosphere
interest.
that we're in.
The cinematic interest in comics.
In comics. And in just in superhero films in general.
Definitely.
I mean, if you can take... That's a tough thing to do, to take original superheroes, an original universe created in a 2-hour time span.
Yes.
And then have a genuine interest for it.
Well, that's something people always say, too, is that it's basically the Fantastic Four.
It is, but way, way, way better. I think
better than the movies.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I think we kind of talked about this in an episode before, but what I love about it is it's the Fantastic Four put into a James Bond movie.
Yes.
It's a merging of two genres that...
Definitely.
It's two great tastes that taste great together.
Yeah. It's two genres you would not expect to go well together that do.
That just go hand in hand. So I'm really excited. I mean, there's been no casting. There's no anything about anything.
Hopefully they'll get most of the original cast back.
I would imagine they would. I'm sure Craig T. Nelson isn't doing much. No offense. He's had a good run.
Hopefully Jason Lee comes back.
That would be... I almost said incredible, and then I don't want to make the pun, but that would be really good.
Yeah.
But even just getting the original four.
Guys, yeah. Do you think it's going to take place? So how long? It's been 10 years, is that right?
By the time this comes
It
out...
will have been 10 years?
Yeah,
close.
it might have been more.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it would actually be more.
So, do you think it's going to be...
10 years later?
Yeah.
I kind of hope not.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want it to pick up right after the end of Incredibles 1? Or do you want it to pick up, like, a little bit later on?
I think I'd rather it be real time. Because I'd like to see Jack have a personality.
See, I kind of don't. I like the four of them as a cohesive unit. I like the introduction of Jack and like his powers. And so I'd be interested to age him a little bit as far as like 1, 2, like a toddler. Like let's really see, because what's really captivating about that movie is the family dynamic and how you work as a family unit and them coming together. And when you have an infant in the family, every phase of that infant's growth changes your family. You know what I mean? The terrible twos and things like that.
Oh, I see.
How you function as a family.
So if you're going to make a universe out of this, like if you're going to keep
going, let's see, like, you don't have to base it all strictly around Jack's age.
No, that's a good idea.
But you know what I mean? Like, you're skipping a lot of really good meat.
I like that idea better. But I will say, I would really like to see the parents be 10 to 12 years older and see them still fighting crime with gray hair.
I would like to see that story. I don't think I'd like to see it for 2.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it for like a 3 or a 4.
Yeah.
You know, down the line. Because again, with that family, kind of the way... Have you seen Inside Out?
Yeah.
Okay. So kind of in the way that Inside Out is about growing up.
Yeah.
You can do this with this family. We can grow up with this family.
Yeah, sure.
You know, and see all the different phases of like, this is what a family is, and this
Yeah.
is how it changes, and how you have to adapt.
Well, I was going to compare it
be with
to
one another.
the Harry Potter movies and how each year the cast got
They got
a year
older, and
older.
you have
yeah.
to deal with that, and it's just as much a story about growing up
Yeah.
and growing into yourself as it is.
They're really good in those movies with the micro details of like, now he's 10.
Right.
What does that mean? Now he's 11. How is that,
Is that
different,
from 10? Yeah, exactly.
I love that we have spent the last 20 minutes talking about The Incredibles and Gilmore Girls.
Yep. Why not? Nothing better to talk about.
Nope.
Except for this. Hey, David Koepp, who is writing the new Indiana Jones movie,
Oh, yeah.
has come out and said that George Lucas is not involved at all.
Listen, that is the most shocking thing I've ever heard
Okay.
in my entire life. Ever.
You sound thoroughly unshocked by this.
No, I'm so shocked.
In all honesty, is this a bad thing? Is this a good thing?
Okay. This is the best thing to happen to Indiana Jones.
Do you really think so?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
George Lucas is a hack. George Lucas is everything
Those are
that is
strong
wrong.
words.
He's everything that's wrong with everything he's created.
Okay. Obviously, I'll support you in the Star Wars universe.
Okay.
Part of me would like George Lucas involved in this. And here's why. I don't want him heavily involved.
Okay.
I don't want him writing a script.
Right. What do you want him to do?
I'd like him to develop a very rough outline of the story.
He could play Indiana Jones's dad.
He could play Indiana Jones's dad. I'd like him to do that instead. No, I'd like him to... the thing about that's different from... Okay, obviously there are big problems with what Lucas has done with Star Wars.
There are big problems with what Lucas has done to Indiana Jones.
With the last one. With the fourth one.
Even the second one.
But that's
Doom?
the thing. Okay, this is the point I was going to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
What I like about Indiana Jones, as far as where Lucas is involved, is this one is... He kind of always plays this a little more to the chest. Temple of Doom came at a time when both he and Spielberg were going through divorces, they've said, and that's why it's a darker tone. So I like the idea that this guy is actually, like, emotionally involved in doing something with this character.
It's not even that dark of a movie,
right,
really.
but it's a darker tone than Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Barely.
It's a little more screwed up. I mean, they're dealing with child slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess. But in the first one, there's people's faces are melting. There's Nazis.
Yeah, but that's just fun.
They're dealing
yeah,
with
but
the,
it's
they're
when
dealing
Nazis melt, it's fun.
They're
when
dealing with
when children
listen.
are
They're dealing with
enslaved.
the murders of 6 million Jews in the first one.
They're not dealing with that at all. That you are watching that movie incorrectly if you think that that's what they're dealing with.
If I think that's what the Nazis did,
That's what the Nazis did, not Indiana Jones Nazis. It's two different Nazis.
That's not true.
How many Nazis can I put into this podcast? Why every
you wanna-
other episode do we end up talking about Nazis?
you want to play a game of Yahtzee?
Nazi Yahtzee?
Not Yahtzee. Yeah, Nazi.
No, I think it's clear that with the Star Wars universe, he became emotionally uninvolved. He just kind of became detached.
I don't
from
think
it
that's
in
what
some
happened,
way.
though. Have you ever seen the Plinkett reviews? There's like a 7
No,
part.
you've told me about them a lot.
All
yeah.
right, then I'm gonna assign that at some point
Oh,
as well.
boy.
It's great. I mean, it's pretty quick. It's an hour.
But he gets. I mean, that's what was the. I think that's what the problem was with
I think
the
you would change your.
prequels.
I think you'd change your mind if you saw this because there's a lot of
I
background
changed my
footage.
mind for no one.
Not even yourself.
Nope.
You're like, fuck me. There's
I've said it once. I'll say it again. Fuck me and the horse I rode in on.
So, in this background footage, he has a lot of enthusiasm for the movies. And he's
Right.
like talking to everybody, and he's like, look, it's going to be great. We've got this design and this
Right,
design.
right.
We've got all this. It's too much enthusiasm, if you ask me.
Okay, but that's why I like him being kind of tangentially involved
Sure.
and not fully involved.
Okay.
I love it because I think he'll come up with a good MacGuffin. I think he'll come up with a good kind of...
I'm over
thriller.
MacGuffins. Every Indiana Jones movie has had a MacGuffin.
That's what the fucking point of the movies are.
That's not the point of the
That's
movie.
the point of
The
an
point of the
Indiana
movie-
Jones movie.
No, it isn't.
What's the point of an Indiana Jones movie?
The point of an Indiana Jones movie is following a man who is just a normal guy doing outrageous things in order to save someone. Or
That's
something.
the point of every movie. You're an idiot.
Not-
and I'm right.
not the point
And
of-
I end this podcast now. Except I don't. We have like a lot of minutes left, so
that's
let's
true.
keep going.
All right.
But
No, I think this is the best thing they could have done.
I'd like to see him involved tangentially. I'd like to see him go, hey, George, what do you think the next object Indiana Jones should go get is? And then he says, Excalibur. And then we move on from there.
No, Excalibur would be a terrible choice, and it's one he would pick.
It is one he would pick, and I'd be interested to see it over an alien head,
be...
which I'm pretty sure was him. No, I think that was Frank Marshall. I don't know.
They're all bad.
They're all good.
Temple of Jones is so bad.
It's...
Indiana Doom and the Temple of Jones.
What about The Last Crusade?
So that one I feel like should have been bad and was somehow pretty good.
It's great. I love that one.
It might be my favorite.
I think it's my favorite too.
But it should have been bad.
No, it's great.
Sean Connery.
It's brilliant. That's an inspired choice.
All right.
Anyway, fine. I'm moving on. You're right. You're wrong. I'm right.
Did you say I'm right?
I said it subconsciously. Shut up.
I'm just gonna cut that part and loop it.
I hate
so
you.
It's just you saying you're right. You're right. You're right.
So we've talked about this series a couple of different times. Star Trek Discovery.
Yes.
It's going to be coming in. I think it's May. I forget if there's a premiere date. Brian Fuller was one of the creators of it.
Yep.
He put together a really nice writing room.
Awesome.
Nicholas Myers wrote Wrath of Khan and
wrote the good ones, right?
The good ones. He wrote the good ones basically. Yeah. A couple other people were involved in it. Brian Fuller, no longer the showrunner on Star Trek Discovery.
Oh.
Yeah. So
what happened?
I don't know. I think that he's got a lot of things boiling.
Like what?
I don't know. he's very into Sudoku, and I'm not sure, but I know he has a couple of projects on the burner. Apparently, he's still involved. He's not out completely.
Okay.
I think he's just stepped back as showrunner.
Right. Yeah.
And some of the other writers have stepped. I forget what their names are. I could look it up, but
doesn't matter.
Nah. But they have stepped in as showrunner. He's still executive producer. So we still have that going, and we still have a pretty strong writers' room. But what I find interesting about this series is that it's coming in like May.
Oh.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
That's real quick.
And there's been no casting.
Do you think they're just going to drop the whole thing at once?
Well, I don't know. This is kind of my question to you. Do you think this is going to inevitably get bumped? Not permanently. I just meant bumped back. Because there's been no casting. They just suffered I would call it a setback.
A hit. Yeah, they took a hit.
They took a hit. I mean, there's going to be some transition time now.
Do you want my opinion on?
Yeah.
I think more likely it's just going to turn out to not be very good because it's been rushed.
Yeah. So you think it'll make the May date and just not be that great?
Or at least close.
I didn't mean for that to rhyme.
At worst, June.
Okay.
And it's just going to be weird and disjointed.
Yeah. I mean, I really have high hopes for this. As we've said before, I'm a big Star Trek fan.
Yeah.
I grew up with it. The fact that all these really good Star Trek names are involved and science fiction writers are involved.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal, and it's good quality. Everything I've heard about this series, like everything they've revealed of what this series is going to be or what they want it to be, sounds like the best Trek series ever. It really does.
Yeah.
That being said, the fact that we have not had hard announcements for this, like no casting, no real... I mean, we've had a logo, and we've had a shot of what the ship looks like.
Yeah. And
some really vague descriptions of what the structure is going to be.
Right.
We haven't had anything.
Yeah, that's a little...
And it's...
disheartening.
Yeah, it's November now.
Yeah.
And they got to get on that. I mean, they
6
want...
months or something.
Yeah, they want, I think, 13 episodes. No, this is going to be... It's going to be streamed, but I think CBS is going to release this week to week.
Wow.
But it's still, like... To not even have a pilot going yet.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, I'd say at this point there's a pretty high likelihood that they won't have their last episode finished when their first episode goes up.
Yeah, I would agree with that, actually. I would definitely agree with that. So that's slightly disheartening news.
Even I, as a middling Star Trek fan, I'm like, nah.
That's too bad. Yeah. Here's some good news.
Yep.
Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
You know who's confirmed for season 2? 11.
Oh!
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. 11 has been confirmed. She is coming back. They have that said how they don't release
Yeah, it could
any
be a
of that stuff.
flashback or something.
Could be a flashback. Could be. I don't think it's gonna be a cameo. I think it'll be more than a cameo. But I think.
If it's a flashback, it'll probably be a cameo. I mean, it'll be sort of at supporting at best. Like she'll just be in the background and.
I think they're gonna go to the what do you call it?
The upside down.
The upside down. I think they're gonna go to the upside down, and she's gonna be there.
Yeah, that's
she's
a good
gonna
call.
just been living in the upside down the whole time. Maybe she'll be queen of the upside. She just rules with a. What if she's the villain and she just rules with a tyrant iron fist? And she's just ruling the upside down
with a bald head.
Yeah, they're like, "What's up, 11?" And she's like, "Silence!" It'd be amazing.
You should write this.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I could do it.
Yeah.
There's a couple other. They had already announced. I don't think we talked about this, but they had already announced some new people. Sadie Sink, who's in The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, is on there, and I'm gonna mess up this first name. Dacker Montgomery. I think it's pronounced Dacker. D-A-C-R-E. Smith Montgomery.
Smith Montgomery. That's a good name.
Yeah.
Smith Montgomery.
Who's playing the Red Ranger in the new Power Rangers movie? It's been announced. Oh no, they do have characters descriptions. Sink is playing a suspicious tomboy named Max, and Montgomery will play her older, hyper-confident ladies' man stepbrother Billy.
Jesus.
Hyper-confident ladies' man. So they're just replacing the other hyper-confident ladies' man.
Well, yeah, except he's still in
season.
it, presumably.
Yeah, so...
That worries me a little bit. By the way,
it's going to be a battle of the hyper-confident ladies, man.
Have you seen the stuff about how that guy looks exactly like Ben Schwartz from Parks and Rec?
Oh, I have, and
that Ben Schwartz is his son.
It's amazing, and I fully support it and believe it too.
They do as
look
well.
Exactly alike.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah, they've done fake interviews as well where they're like, "I don't know what you're talking about," but they're wearing the same outfit and sitting the same way.
Yeah, I saw that article before I actually watched Stranger Things, and then from then on, I was like,
"Yep, it's canon."
It's Ralph Macchio. That's it.
No,
is that no?
You say Ralph Macchio?
It's not Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, he's the Karate Kid.
It's Ralphie something. I forget what the character's
It's
name
like
is.
Ralph Jean Pierre.
Yeah,
like that. Some weird.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, next
so
thing.
that's next thing. Moving on. The Flash has a movie coming out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller is the Flash. It's still going to be the Flash. Rick, this is a hell of a day for names today. Famuyiwa? Rick Smith.
No, you don't get that one.
Just,
that one you got to pronounce.
Hold on.
You don't get to use Smith with that one.
Famuyiwa. Famuyiwa. Take a crack at it. Go.
Johnson.
Yeah, okay. He's the director of the Flash.
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah, the Flash movie. Except he's not now. So, yeah, no. So he's the let's see. He's the second director of this movie to leave the movie.
Did he give a reason?
Creative differences? Yep, creative differences. Yeah.
Jesus.
The first director of this movie was Seth Grahame-Smith, who
wait, is his last name actually Smith?
No, it is actually. It's Seth Grahame-Smith.
Okay.
He was the guy behind Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Yeah.
No, I think he wrote the book Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, as well as had a hand in the movie.
Yeah. I've not heard a good thing about either of those.
He was going to direct it originally, and then he stepped out for creative differences. And now this guy stepped in. He's the director of a movie called Dope. You know the movie?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard nothing but really good things.
I'm astounded that's what I was going to say. I'm amazed he agreed to do Flash, actually. It's a very different
It was kind of really... I would actually say it was kind of a big get for the Flash, because he's a really credible director at this moment. And really hot. He's now left for creative differences. What's really interesting to me is Warner Brothers must be just screwing the pooch on this, because the script is by Lord and Miller. So it's got to be a quality script. You know what I mean? There's no way the script is bad.
Yeah.
So Warner Brothers has to be stepping in on all of these directors and being like, we want this and this and this, and they're like, no, I'm not. Screw this. This isn't worth the time.
Could be. I mean, maybe after all this time, we've been blaming Zack Snyder, and it's just Warner Brothers.
I mean, that's a fair point. Now that we see what's going on with...
Well, and we watched Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think it's a little column A and a little column B.
Yeah.
I think that Zack Snyder did something with Man of Steel. Warner Brothers liked it, and then now wants everybody to do a Zack Snyder thing.
I gotcha.
And everyone's going, nah, I don't want to do a Zack Snyder thing.
Yeah.
What's a Zack Snyder thing? Meanwhile, Zack Snyder is doing a Zack Snyder thing, and Warner Brothers is going, that's great, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And
No,
they're
sure.
encouraging
Could
him
be.
to go off on a tangent.
Yeah.
And not letting anybody do anything.
Yeah,
else.
it's possible.
My question to you is, the reason Lord and Miller are not directing this is they're doing the young Han Solo movie. But with the second director dropping
That's
out...
a better choice.
It is a better choice. But what my thought is, with the second director dropping out, this almost inevitably pushes this movie back. Do you think if it gets pushed back, we got a chance of getting a Lord and Miller Flash movie?
No.
And if so, do you want to see it?
The answer to the first question is no. The answer to the second question is yes. But the reason they won't do it is because Warner Brothers doesn't know how to make a good DC Comics movie.
That's fair. That's fair.
In fact, it's probably their idea. I would be more than certain that they have chosen not to let that direction take place.
Because they did have... I think they actually had a choice at one point. Because they wrote both. And I think they had a choice. You can do young Han Solo or you can do Flash. And they went young Han Solo. Now, part of that, I'm sure, is how many chances do you really get to play in the Star Wars universe? There's only one. Whereas a DC universe, they're going to reboot 1,000 times over.
Well, you also have a better chance of your art being good.
In a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to... I mean, I don't think they're going to reboot the Star Wars universe.
Not anytime soon.
Exactly. But the DC universe, they'll totally... I mean, how many Batman have we seen?
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, so they can always take another crack at it down the line, whereas this one, they really kind of only get one shot at it. I would love it. I think it ups our chances slightly, but not enough that it's actually going to happen. I agree with you. I don't think it's going to happen. And maybe the reason I think it ups our chances is because I want it to up our chances.
Yeah.
But, this is just not...
I really think that I think the chances are better than good that DC Comics had the option to have them direct and was like,
pass.
No. Yeah, pass.
Yeah.
Let's just get Zack Snyder again.
I guess the other thing I'll say about it is, and then I'll leave it at this, is that I really hope this does get them a chance to direct it because it's their script and they have a very distinct
Like a
style that is very good.
Yeah.
But if you get someone in there, if you get a lot of people in there dicking around with it, it's going to completely ruin it.
Yep.
Whereas if you get the guys who wrote it who are also directing it, you kind of get a defense on two fronts. If the studio comes in and says, we want this, this, and this, and they're like, no, we're writing and directing. Like, this is our movie. I understand this is your property and we'll bend a little bit, but this is, this is what you hired us for, to make this movie.
Yeah.
This is fun. Jessica Jones. So we got Jessica Jones news, we got Defenders news.
Oh.
Jessica Jones, it was announced recently, season 2. All of the episodes are going to be female-directed episodes.
It's a good call, probably.
It's a great call.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, for obvious reasons, I understand why this show of all the shows would get it.
I would rather just all of their shows and movies be half and half.
Yeah, but I love the idea of,
start.
like, I love the idea of them taking responsibility and saying, we know the problem in Hollywood as far as female directors go. As far as females in general go.
Yeah.
But I would even argue specifically female directors have it harder. I don't know if I want to say harder.
Depends
do you know
on
what I'm saying?
I do, but it depends on the genre. Because name me a female-led superhero movie.
No, I know what you're saying, but there are, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I definitely
the number of female directors
is roughly the same.
It's roughly the same. Yeah, I guess percentage-wise it would be roughly the same.
Yeah.
But that being said, I think a director community is smaller than an actor community.
Yes.
So therefore, it feels like even less of a chance to have females shine in that aspect of the industry.
Well, and directors, I get the feeling as well, they're normally picked by producers like who call in their buddies to have some scotch, and they all sit around a table and talk a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you're thinking of the 30s.
Oh, I might be.
Yeah, you might be. I think.
But like for real though, can't you imagine like if you were a producer?
Yeah.
Would you like hold auditions for directors? Or would you just look at your buddies, and be like, "Hey, you'd be good at this." You know what I mean?
Well, I think the problem in Hollywood is it's a vicious cycle, and I think this is a larger issue, but the problem is a lot of the executives are males. Basically, what I'm trying to say is when you're creating a story, you look for yourself,
sure,
and you gravitate towards stories like that. And so if you're a male and you're in charge, you're going to gravitate towards stories that speak to you, and those are male-driven stories.
That's
and
true.
the people that you'll trust with those stories are people you feel empathize what you're feeling, which tend to be males.
Well,
so it becomes this vicious cycle.
I would go further than that and say even that, this country and, man, we're really getting political, but this country and this vocation in general is incredibly male driven. So the money tends to go to men in general.
Right.
So when you get producers, they are likely to be men.
Right.
In general, people tend to hang out more with people who are like them.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. And
so
they tend to,
the people with the money are more likely to be men,
Right.
and they're more likely to.
And if you're in an artistic endeavor, you're more likely to gravitate towards something like you.
Yes.
Like
so you would pick a script that is male-led.
So you would pick a script that is male-oriented, and then you want someone who can capture that script to direct it, and that's probably going to be a male. And it gets into.
But I would even go even further and say that just like if you've got a producer who's friends with Steven Spielberg and Chris Pratt, and that person's like, you two would actually work well together, they might start looking for scripts that could feature those two, because they're more likely to have friends that are male than female.
Absolutely, yeah. But I love this idea that they have now kind of kicked it up a notch as far as knowing and being very conscious of what their responsibility is. I don't even say responsibility, but what their role is in this industry.
Yeah.
To have a female-led show and a female-led superhero show. So you're already going into a male-driven genre in a male-driven industry with a female-driven character.
Well, and Jessica Jones has just proven Sony incorrect with their leaks that happened a while ago that said female-led storylines just don't do well.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones is the best one, in my opinion.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And so now they've upped it and they said, you know what, we did this in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Now let's do it behind.
Yes. Which is great.
Which is fantastic. And I think it's going to... I think by doing this, season 2 is going to... I don't think it's just going to be better than season 1. After hearing this news, I was like, I think Jessica Jones season 2 is going to be the best
season.
Marvel season ever. I really think it'll be the most cohesively narrative. I think it's going to work really well because you're going to have similar voices building on one another.
I don't predict that, but I would not be surprised if that happened.
Yeah. I think there's just a good... Overall, I think there's just a good energy going into this by doing this,
Well, I think it depends on who they get, because if it's still male-led, then are they going to be picking... it's the same problem we get. One of the main reasons that superhero movies that are female-led do so badly is because men are casting, and they tend to cast people who are more attractive than they are talented.
Right.
So, as long as we get people who are right for the job, regardless of their gender. If they happen to be female, that's fantastic. But as long as those all-female directors are right to direct those episodes, then great.
Well, what I would say is this. I think the thing it has going for it in that aspect is that because this is a season 2, all the principal players are already cast. I don't know who the villain's going to be.
Yeah, I don't
know. Obviously, they're going to be some...
Matt Smith.
Obviously, that'd be amazing, actually. If they just kill off a Doctor Who every season, that'd be amazing. But the fact that, and there's some other ancillary characters that obviously have not been cast because they probably haven't even been written or conceived of yet. But for the most part, the principal casts are there. There's Jessica, there's, what's her face, the best friend, the radio show host.
Patty,
yeah. And there's a heroin guy, and there's Typhoid Mary, and that's not even a joke. Doesn't she go on to become Typhoid Mary? The sister of the kid who died.
Yeah.
I think that's an Easter egg that she goes on to become Typhoid Mary.
I think you're right.
And a couple others, but like if Nuke comes back, he's already done. That's
right.
You know what I mean? Like these characters, you're set with this cast.
Yeah, they got plenty.
Matrix Girl. Hold on.
Oh,
Jerry Hogarth is the
yeah.
character name. Jerry Hogarth.
Yeah. You always forget she's in that.
Yeah, but she's really good in it. But those characters are done, so they casted those already. So you don't have, that obviously can happen with a lot of the ancillary characters and some of the other characters, but you don't. What you said about, and I agree with you about males tending to cast more attractive than intellectual. But at least the main focus of the show, it's done.
I was speaking more to, they could do the same thing with directors. Hey, I'm going to have to be around this person a lot. Do I want someone who's talented, or do I want someone who's attractive?
True, but again, what you have going is the creator of the show, who is... I don't know if she's the showrunner. Yeah, I think
she wrote a pilot for ABC, I think, that eventually ABC didn't want, so she sort of reworked it with Netflix.
Yeah, so I don't know if she's still the showrunner, or I don't know if she's...
I'm sure
I would
she's
imagine
still in
she's involved
in some way.
So you at least, again, you have that going for you. Like, that's already set up.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, this is a really great thing. I think this is a really good sign for the quality of season 2. Not just cool story, but I think it's a good sign for the quality of season 2.
I'm really interested to see what the arc is.
That's what I mean. I think it's going to create a really nice, cohesive arc.
Yeah.
The other Marvel news, Defenders.
Yeah.
They added some new cast members.
Sigourney Weaver is just playing all of them.
It is, let me just check. Oh, it's all the other characters ever in the Marvel Netflix series.
All Sigourney Weaver?
Pretty much. No. Plus Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, okay.
Everybody, like, they announced... I can't imagine how much these people are going to be in it. But, like, Foggy's in, Karen Page is in, Misty Knight's in, Jerry Hogarth is in, Malcolm, the heroin guy, he's in there. Sigourney Weaver's in there. The Defenders are, like, there was... At first it was, like, the first announcement was Karen and Misty Knight. And you're like, oh, that's cool. And then they were like, oh, yeah, and everybody else. Why not? Just fucking...
This is going to be the TV version of the Infinity Wars.
Yeah, who cares? Just put them all in there.
Yeah, just shove them in.
Yeah, so... And... It's interesting. So, I guess my question is, how much do you think they're going to be in there? Because let's think about this. There's 8 episodes. There's actually 5 episodes less than when we got one of these people doing this. Now we've got 4 of them doing it, and there's 5 hours less of them.
Fewer.
Shut up. Don't be an asshole. How much do you think these people are going to be in the show?
I don't know, man. That worries me a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Is it gonna be? You think it's just going to be like, here's this guy's scene, and here's this guy's scene. Here's a scene with Foggy, and then here's a scene with Karen.
I don't even know if there are going to be scenes. Like, I figure, best case scenario, Jessica Jones needs a lawyer, so she knocks on whatever and whatever. And
she already meets Misty Knight. They have set photos of that.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
But so whoever knocks on the door and, like, opens it, and it's Matt Murdock and Foggy having a conversation, and he goes, oh, Foggy, excuse me a second, and then leaves. And hopefully that's like it.
I will say, as far as Foggy, I hope that's it, because I fucking hate that guy.
I love that guy.
I really can't stand Foggy.
Why not?
I can't. I don't know why.
He was so good in the Hunger Games.
Yeah, because he didn't talk. Yeah, if he doesn't say anything, he's great. He's amazing. Right. There's something about him that annoys the ever-loving piss out of me. It really does. Every scene he's in, I just want to slit my own ass.
Oh my God.
It's really bad. Like, I have a visceral reaction to this guy. He got a little better in season 2.
Yes.
Marginally better.
Yep.
But for the most part, I really hate him. And I don't mean any disrespect to the actor, but I don't find him good.
But he's not good at his job.
I don't feel he's good at his job.
He's not a good person. And he's not good at his job.
I'll say this. This is unconfirmed, but he kicks puppies as a hobby.
As a hobby?
Yeah. Wow. Like, they're like, and cut, and that's a wrap on Foggy, and he just kicks a pug.
Oh, a pug,
yeah,
too.
And they're the cutest ones of all.
They are the cutest ones of all.
Son of a bitch.
What else you got?
I think that's actually it.
All right, I've got one thing that I thought of.
Okay.
Wonder Woman trailer.
I've not seen it.
It
because it just came out like right before we started
DC
recording.
Comics, the DCEU. If anyone with any power is listening to this,
Yeah.
don't fuck this up.
Does it look good?
It looks fantastic.
Okay. This is what DC's really good at doing. They make really good trailers.
They're so good. Whoever their trailer guy is fantastic.
I'll tell you what, if that trailer guy goes to Marvel, it's all over. Because then there's just no stopping them.
And whoever makes Marvel's villains goes to DC, they'll just crumble.
Whoever, I mean, I'm trying to, DC doesn't have good villains. Yeah, whoever's doing Marvel's villains,
Actually, it would be
I
an
think
improvement.
is doing DC's villains. I think they're just like, that's just a villain guy.
Yeah.
So it looks really good?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks, you need to watch it probably before you leave here. Like, we should bring it up at the end of this.
Hold on. I might, hold on.
We should probably end this pretty soon, though. We've only got like 9 minutes left.
No, we're going to watch it. I'm going to watch it while we're on the air. I don't care.
Okay.
They're going to have to just deal with this.
I'm going to go over here then so I can watch it.
Real. Don't come
You
near
can
me.
cast it. Do you want to cast it?
Hold on. Oh, it's right here. Look, it just comes up right here.
You don't want to cast it?
Cast the Wonder Woman movie?
Yeah. No, the trailer.
Hold on, wait.
You can put it on my TV.
I used to want to
No,
say
wait, hold on. I don't think we can actually play this on mic. I'm pretty sure we could get sued for that. I don't think anyone's
It's on
listening that would
YouTube.
actually sue. Yeah, but it's on Warner Brothers. Why are we even debating? Oh, we'll watch it afterwards.
All right,
Okay,
it
so it's
shouldn't
good.
matter because it's on
what you're-
YouTube. If
okay.
it's already on YouTube, then it's going to be on YouTube.
That's a lie. Wait, if it's on YouTube, it's gonna be on YouTube?
If it's on YouTube now,
Yeah.
it's fine for it to be on YouTube in another medium. People do reaction videos all the time where they put the trailer in and then show themselves reacting to it because it's something that's already on YouTube. They don't want you to not share this trailer. In fact, they would love for us to share this trailer on the internet.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You didn't listen.
I stopped listening.
Yeah.
Like, you sat down.
What were you
and
thinking of?
There's
there a song?
crab rangoons right in front of you, and I kind of want one. So
Eat one!
I don't want to do it on mic. But you said it looks really good.
Yes, it looks great.
Okay, yeah. So
They're gonna most certainly fuck it up.
they're gonna definitely cock this up royally. It's gonna be really bad. It's gonna be real bad, guys. Everybody buckle in, because we're all gonna get our hopes really high up, and then they're just gonna kick us right in the nuts. Good thing I'm wearing my cup. That's gonna do it for us today. We did a show.
We did another one.
We did a whole nother one. Somehow, some way.
This is gonna be the death of us.
It's gonna. God, I hope so. All right. Hey, before we go. Hey, Andrew.
Yep.
Hey, Andrew.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Andrew.
What?
Where can they find us?
They can find us all over the internet.
all over the internet.
We're basically
Just
everywhere
Google
now.
search our names, and the photos that'll happen.
That's actually true.
Oh yeah.
So we're on twitter.com/media lunch break. We're on patreon.com.
No, wait. What's our Twitter handle?
Well, it's media lunch break.
At Media Lunch Break.
Well, yes, that's how Twitter. People who are on Twitter know this. You're not on Twitter. You don't know.
I don't know.
Patreon.com/the media lunch break.
Okay. Email.
TheMediaLunchBreak@gmail.com. We're on iTunes. You
We're
can
on
search for us
iTunes.
there.
Subscribe to us there.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. You can subscribe to us there. We're on Google Play Music. You can subscribe to us there.
SoundCloud?
SoundCloud.com/the-media-lunch-break.
Subscribe to us there.
You can subscribe to us there. What are we at?
Patreon.
I already said that.
Did we?
You're gonna
we're
make
on
me
Facebook.
start over?
Like us on Facebook.
What are we at? What number?
I think this is 8. But now
Okay.
we have 9.
Yeah.
We have 9 now. So we did Twitter.
TheMediaLunchBreak.com.
That's it. Our central website.
Yeah.
That's the one we forgot.
Yep.
And
You
check us out
can
on
listen
Facebook.
to us on there too. There's
You
actually
can?
we've got a widget on there.
Ooh, because we're fancy like that. Yeah. Thank you to Brian Kirchner for our theme song.
Yep. Still using it.
Still using it. Going strong. Working
Yep.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
Special thanks to Chris Treble and Andrew Dunn for just being
Being awesome.
pretty cool.
Just getting on mic and just eating dick and jerking off. I mean, who knows? Whatever.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't make good choices.
Stay in school.
Follow
Follow your dreams.
Or not. Whatever. It's your life. Do what you want with it. It's your life. You can flush it down the toilet if you want.
No one's the boss of you.
I'm not going to judge you.
including your parents.
Yeah. Damn it. All right. Also, if there's a guy in a van outside your playground, don't get mad.
Also, Chris's wife, if you're listening,
You're not listening. You're full of shit. I love you.
But if you are,
If you are,
you're the light of his life.
light of my life. But you're not. You're full of crap. If you're one of my wife's friends, don't tell her I said this. She's got to find out on her own. She's got to learn. She'll never learn if she doesn't learn on her own. That's how learning works. That's how this all goes down. All right, kids? You never learn if you don't learn on your own. That's the catchphrase for the day.
By the way, before we hang up, I'm thinking about...
Before we hang up?
You heard me. Before we hang up our cloaks, our
You know what the
podcast
worst part
cloaks.
of this is? We were drunker last week. It made more sense.
Listen, I'm thinking about changing our slogan from finally a podcast for nerds to something you said a while back on a podcast as a mistake. And it's when we were talking about looking up our podcast on YouTube, you said just search our name. There's only one, and there only will be.
It sounds like something I would say.
And I think that's got to be our new slogan.
There's only one, and there only will be, guys. That's right. Straight from me, Chris Treble. Crap and brilliance, left to right.
So I think that's going to be on our new cards.
Could crap and brilliance be the next one? Can we just change the slogan every time?
That'll be the name. We'll change the name of it to Crap and Brilliance.
The Crap and Brilliance podcast?
Yeah.
Great.
There's only one.
There's only one, and there only will be. What was it? I think I fucked it up.
That was it. There's only one, and there only will be.
Excellent.
All right, bye.
All right, whatever.
Get out of my house.